Alright, so here we are heading downtown to go and visit the old neighborhood. And I'm going to hand the tablet over to Jackson to do the filming and documentary and stuff. It seems he might want to do some theme music, who knows. But anyway, I'm really excited to kind of visit the old neighborhood after seeing all the other various places in Harlem and how much everything has changed. And so to see that the old neighborhood has changed too, that's going to be a real eye-opening experience. And can't wait to see it. So here we are on the train, and my stop is about to come up, and it's decided to start at the beginning at 155th Street in the Polo Grounds. There's a strange feeling coming over me with this because walking up these stairs and up these steps, not only is it different, but it's so different. We got off at the wrong stop. Alright, so it looks like came the wrong way. Looks like we're on St. Nicholas and we're going to the Polo Grounds. So that means it's down by the viaduct and everything. Come on. So like what's interesting about this is that this is Edgecombe Avenue, I believe. So what's interesting here is that like this is where the Battle of Harlem Heights took place. So George Washington fought the Hessians here, right here on the Harlem River. So a friend of mine, John Andre, actually lived over there on Edgecombe. So, all right, so we're a bit far from where we wanted to be. All right, so here we are at the Polo Grounds, and like some huge stairs. Now, when I was a kid, there was no problem going up and down these stairs, right? There's still no problem going up and down these stairs. Either way, yeah, this is how we used to do back in the day. So my grandmother and grandfather, right now and pop, over there, lived in that building. That's building number 3. A friend of mine lived in that building. That's building number 1. And behind it is 2 and 4. Now 2 and 4 was real crazy buildings at that time and everything like that. So only kind of like to hang out between 1 and 3. But yeah, so this is where we grew up here on the streets of Harlem. And if you look over there at the viaduct, well, you can see the bridge of it. But like, you know, and again, like I said about Harlem Heights, that's what this is. So we're gonna head down. We're gonna, you know, do our tour, and we're gonna head down these stairs, and hopefully we won't be winded. All right. Wow, that was a huge walk up and down them stairs. I mean, it's a good thing that we can do it that often. I mean, not many times that we need to go up to Edgecombe. But look at this, though. I mean, this has character. Imagine growing up here as a kid. You know, this was your backyard, your playground. You know, you got the woods right over there. You got the end of the road right here. It was all kind of crazy, you know. But also, this was kind of like the pathway because I actually grew up on 154th Street over there, which we're going to see in a minute. But I would cut through the parking lot and go right to my grandparents' house. So, like, as we go walking, right? Careful what to do. So my Uncle Marty actually lived on that street for a while, but this, as you can see, is where I grew up at. You know, right under the viaduct, you know, Harlem, this is the end of the road. But it also has history, you know, like I said about Harlem Heights and its battle, so, I mean, that's really kind of cool. We didn't really know much about it back then, but, you know, it's just only the place where you grew up at. Well, like I said, man, it's like stepping off Plymouth Rock. I mean, you know, I can't tell you about the emotions that come over me, you know, coming through the same street that I used to come through all the time when I was a kid. I mean, looking at Building 1 over there is really even more crazier because, you know, my friend Lorenzo lived there, you know, and, you know, Gina, stuff like that. And then this building, Building 3. Big shout out to my man Abel, who came on last night and said, hey man, you know, that's taking me back. Well, Abel, you are back.
There's no solo, so I am singing as a soundtrack. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Tracy, do 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 do. Vedas Jimmy, do 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 do. Jimmy Lad, do 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 do. Goodbye Billy, do 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 do.
Oh, I mean, as you see, I'm kind of gigantic here at this fence, but this was probably huge back then. You know, this really is going back in time as you look over there because look at that laundry sign on that building saying open 7 days. That was there back then. So was this little playground over here, the water fountain. They were both here. So it goes to show you that time has not changed. And even that little bridge, that was back there in the backyard and stuff. Well, like I said, you know, this is building 3 right in front of us, and that's where the Gibson sisters live. And behind it is the deadly building 4. So we're not going anywhere near that. But yeah, building 4 was crazy. It had a crazy reputation back then. Hopefully it doesn't now. But my grandparents lived on the 3rd floor, so as you can see, there's these gates there. That's kind of like this little communal area, play area, whatever, stuff like that. Crazy, but like, yeah. I don't know what to call it, but it was crazy. Over there, where we're gonna end up next, is my first nursery.
Billy James. It's summertime.
Probably should be singing like that Sesame Street song.
I can't remember the Sesame Street song.
You know. Anyway.
Okay.
So I don't know what that is right now, right? But this is where my nursery was. So this kind of stuff is a little bit new. No, just stay over here on me. This kind of stuff is a little bit new, but and I don't know who Kevin E. Moore is that they're naming this after, but this is where I went to nursery at, you know. So like this was, I thought it was all gated up, but it probably is the same. And so what I do, I did like 3, 4, 5, yeah, 3 to 5. So I mean like 2 years and stuff like that. And so what was easy is that my grandfather would drop me off. Your fingers drunk, yeah. Got it? So grandfather would drop me off here, and then they only lived right there, so it wasn't that far. And you know, my friends lived there, so it was all pretty good.
I gotta put
Nice.
my phone on the charger.
So, taking a break, having a nice spring break. What do you think so far?
That this ice cream is yummy.
Okay, I meant about the tour.
Oh, great.
It's like here you are outside of your father's nursery. He only went there like, you know, from 3 to 5, but it's still there. Isn't that kind of cool?
Mhm.
And then in the projects here, these are the famous polo grounds. But also what's interesting about the polo grounds is that back there is Willie Mays baseball field. And it was where the Mets used to play before they went off to Shea. Wow, cool. So yeah, that's why they have the baseball diamond here for the polo grounds, because this is where the Mets' original baseball field was. And over here is Holcomb Rucker basketball court. It looks like something's going on today, which is kind of cool because we're going to go check it out. Yep. Down this street, look. Down that street, I got mugged as a kid wearing a devil costume. It was Halloween. Just thought I'd share. It's like Holcomb Rucker is still doing it. Still offering something for the kids. Entertainers Basketball Classic. So this is our local playground, right? I mean, even though this is Harlem Rucker's basketball court, Holcomb Rutgers basketball court. It was also known as a place where the Globetrotters used to play. They used to come in and play for the neighborhood kids. And so I believe it was entertainers actually that got this event on. They've been around for ages, and they've always been offering young people the opportunity to play sports. So over here is my playground. I'm going to show you the baseball.
Oh my god, we're not even gonna go there.
So you got to understand, you know, like the Subway Series, right? We had the Yankees and the Mets, just like you have Liverpool and Everton. So across the bridge there was Yankee Stadium, just right across the bridge was Yankee Stadium, right? And your finger's over the finder.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
And over there at the Polo Grounds were the Mets. So in between, we had the Sandlot. Yep, so believe it or not, I played baseball. Right? Alright, no lie. Alright, no
It's a
lie.
can laughing show.
It's a what?
Can laughing.
Can laughter? Okay.
Can.
Yeah. So, I didn't say I was good, I just said I played. So it was kind of cool though, you know, even though we're right there on the Harlem River and the highway, we're at the end of New York. You know, that's the main thing. So even though we all hear about Harlem and all that other kind of stuff, where we lived, McCool's place, which is right up the hill there, was the end. So let's go check out the street. So as we're about to exit this park, just want to point out over there where the swings are, right? That's where I like busted my head open as a kid. Just wanted to say that.
I've done that once.
But we're gonna go this way. As you can see, we're going around in a circle because that's where we came down the stairs down there. But now we're heading over to 154th Street, where I grew up. Let's go.
By train or just by walking?
Come on.
Okay. James, Chase, Tracy, Billy, Jimmy. He's got loads of names.
And yes, I remember the dolphin too.
He's got loads of names. He's got loads of names. He's the guy with the yellow, purple Lakers cap. He's got loads of names from different times.
So funny thing is, there was always a supermarket here. I don't know what it was called then. It had a funny name,
Fine, I'm
like
good.
shop or something. Anyway, over there where the deli is was like that 99-cent tea shop where we always bought out candies and stuff like that. So it seems that the Uptown 99-cent plus that might have been peace right there. But next block over is where I grew up. So, this is my old street, 154th Street, McCool's place. Now it's just 154th Street, Frederick Douglass. Now it's probably says McCool's place up at the corner, like it usually does. Anyway, none of this was here. I don't know what the hell that is. It's a thing as laundromat. Look at that. Laundromat, nail salon. What's that all about? Yeah. Over there, 262. But it looks like it's one long building. It was a series of little apartment buildings, tenements. Now that variety store is still there, but then again, it's probably was owned by different owners. But yeah, we always had that shop on the corner. And then right next to that shop was the bookie joint. You don't need to know what a bookie joint. So we knew there was a house there, and this looks like a brand new apartment. But it also didn't feel like it belonged on our street. So you can see where our house. But they didn't look like this. This is all brand new development. Now, that says 262, but 262 should have been like right there, right? Because it's too close to the store. So
This is 262 by the way.
actually, I think what it is I'm not saying 254. Hey, oh, look at this. Okay, so what they did was they took maybe like about 4 different tenement blocks, right? They made it one big block or 2 big blocks. So that's 254 and that's 262, right? But you see this one here? This one there? That should be 262. Right?
Dun dun dun.
Right. Exactly.
Billy James.
Now this was like a garage, right? This was like an open garage for the post office trucks. As you can see, the post office is still there, right? But all of this is all being developed. Now what's crazy about this, come here, crazy about this, is right here is where I had that famous fight with that kid, right? And everything. Everybody circled around and all that kind of stuff. Stop laughing. Right here.
Hold on, I got a good idea. Let's replay the fight.
Replay the fight. What? Thanks.
Oh, seriously.
Alright. You acting like I don't know who got hit.
Yeah, you are. Don't mind. The post office.
He's still here. It's still the post office. You know how I know? It's because the walls are still the same. I could not reach these walls as a kid. So I went all the way down. I mean, you know, like, I always wanted to. But as you can see, as we get closer up to the top, they get smaller. As they come down underneath. So as I couldn't get up to there at all, right? I can now, but I couldn't get up. Just coming down. Until you got to the end, where I was able to manage to see something. All right, stop recording. Place. That's not what I wanted to do, but this is McCoon's place. This is the top of the block, right? And this is the post office. And right down there is where my school was, so that's where we're going. Now, this here is the dog park, right? It doesn't have a name, we just called it the dog park. And the reason why was because you could walk your dogs here.
Oh, that's original.
It did. So anyway, right from over here, you used to be able to see Yankee Stadium. Now you can't. Now they only supposed to have moved it like a foot, but it looks like they moved it more than a foot. Because we used to have the view of the Yankee Stadium right from here, that we could see it every day. Now you can't. So as we're walking, me and JAqson on this walking tour from my street. So as you see, my street is only right behind me. And then I had to walk this to school every day. This is how I had to walk to school every day from when I was 6 to 10. So even though my brother went to the same school I did for 3 years, you know, he didn't want to walk with me. So I pretty much, once I knew how to get to school, it was pretty much on my own. Yeah, he'll tell me I'm lying, but I still know it's true. So anyway, that hotel right there was a great mystery because like it was a drive-in hotel. We liked that and everything. We had a little adventure of our own trying to find out, I don't know, just moving to the hotel and stuff. And I just saved him. And he scratched himself. All right, good thing he didn't have the tablet. He said it's a dyspepsia.
Sure.
Okay. So it looks like that there's a building here. Now, what's interesting here is this apartment we're about to pass. There was a girl in there I fancied when I was like 6. I'm not gonna say how old she was. Anyway, so but also coming up is the old comic shop. Mr. Wiggins. Good old Cat Wiggins. It's looking like it's still there as well. Only 2 blocks away on 152. So I only had to walk 3 blocks to school. So this place here, this Young Star Salon, used to be Mr. Wiggins. So JAqson, this is where my old shop was. Yeah, let me get a wide shot of that. And this is where I used to stop to buy my comics, get some soda, get some biscuits, cookies, you know what I'm saying. Then when they came into video games, had video games, but it was in this shop, which is now a salon. You know, hey, well, you know what? Change is in the air, buddy. Change is in the air. All right, so Now we're coming up to 151st, which is where Resurrection was. What's great about this wall here is that it's where we used to hang out after school. You know, try to get into trouble. Right out there. We play different games. No, not truth or dare. Like, you know, just different games. Yeah, we get into trouble. And stuff. So here we are on 151st. And here we are at Resurrection.
But you got resurrected. Boom.
Oh yeah, stop yourself. Right? So that's where I like took the picture. You're gonna have to go over there. I took the picture where before I got baptized. And this is school, even though now it's just a church and stuff. Premier black church, I might say. My grandmother went to the church. Her children went to the church. And then their children went to this church. And it's Resurrection. Alright, so JAqson, here it is, the pit. This is where we played baseball, in the pit. Well,
This is the base area.
I called it pit ball, but this is where we played baseball. Look at that, it's still exactly the same. We use the trees as bases, even though that tree over there is like too far over, but that was like first base, that was third base. And then somewhere in the middle where the stairs are was second. I was in right field. We're not hyped for this. Right? So then like people had to, you know, swing, hit bat, and you know, we played ball. Now it wasn't like we weren't professionals. Like look at that. We weren't professionals, but we had to kinda like invent the game of baseball. Do you know what I'm saying? We had to it was like if you were in a sandlot and you had to you know, use the environment to create and simulate baseball. And in actuality, that's kind of like how I try to do with filmmaking now is I'm always trying to get people to simulate how you can still make something with what little you have. But this is awesome. This is the best spot of the tour, the pit. I love this. Pretty much at the lunchtime, because our school was only right up the hill there, at lunchtime we come running down here, you know, to play our version of pit ball or baseball. Isn't that kind of cool?
Not when you say pitbull.
No, pit ball's not cool?
No, pitbull is cool, but not when you say it like this.
Pit ball.
You're
Like
Batman.
pit ball like it's a pit.
Batman ball.
Pit ball like it's a pit. Alright. So here we are pretty much at the end of this like tour. This is the street coming down from my school where you know, me and my friends would separate. So pretty much what happens is everybody would go that way. And that way is Esplanade Gardens, you know, the Colonials, Dunbar, you know, so everybody else kind of like lived down that way. Some people lived over there in the Colonials. But me, because as you know, I lived over there in 154th and Coons, it felt like I was the only one. Now, even though there were some people that actually lived in, you know, polo grounds and stuff like that, they chose to go that way. So, because my friends lived this way, I was the only one who went that way. So, as I went up that lonely street, like the Hulk, as we're gonna do now, I guess I just like say, you know, thanks for enjoying this tour of Harlem. And, you know, hopefully nobody will try to steal in a tablet when I'm walking away from you. Oh my God.
Ah, that was good. Wow. Yes. Fantastical. Oh yeah. Wow. I'm saying something.
Alright, so JAqson, yeah, so what did you think about this tour of your father's childhood?
That it's just so amazing, spectacular, sensational, superior. 2099.
What am I, Spider-Man? Anyway, so I mean, like the whole point about it is that you know, this again will go on Facebook. You have it forever. I'm just trying to say is this is where your dad grew up at, right? So because we're in England and we don't really get to come over here and see all of this. I mean, how was that to see where was that I lived at?
Good, like really amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks a lot for filming it for me, there, son.
You're welcome.
All right. Cool. She's Davy Angel.